is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Saint John. Meanwhile, standing near the cross of Jesus were his mother and his mother's sister, Mary, the wife of Clopas, and Mary Magdalene. When Jesus saw his mother and the disciple whom he loved standing beside her, he said to his mother, "Woman, here is your son." Then he said to the disciple, "Here is your mother." And from that hour the disciple took her into his own home. After this, when Jesus knew that all was now finished, he said, "I am thirsty." A jar full of sour wine was standing there. So they put a spongeful of the wine on a branch of hyssop and held it to his mouth. When Jesus had received the wine, he said, "It is finished." Then he bowed his head and gave up his spirit. The Gospel of the Lord.
My dear brothers and sisters, and my dear children, today we reflect on the last words of Jesus Christ. Just before his death, there were few people who were with Jesus. Mary, the wife of Cleopas, was there, Mary Magdalene, and the mother of Jesus, and the disciple whom he loved most. This is what the Gospel according to St. John says. And it's with them that these last words were pronounced. He handed over his mother to the disciple whom he loved most. "Here is your mother." And then he says, "I am thirsty." And then he says, "It is finished," which means it's accomplished, it's done. Dear brothers and sisters, it's a time where we need to realize on this day where we are to hand over, that there will be a moment where we will have to hand over everything to our Heavenly Father. Maybe that we inherit so many things in this world, but there will come a time where we will have to hand over even our lives to our Heavenly Father. So what is there to hand over? Well, Jesus himself very meaningfully, he himself handed over his mother to the world, to the church, and he was thirsty, but with that thirst, the thirst for ourselves, thirst for human beings, and then it is finished means the accomplishment of his work, the fulfillment of his work. So can we be satisfied by saying these words at the last moments of our lives? Even in passivity, there will come a time for us. There are so much of things that we have done in this world, in this society, so many positions that we may have had during our life's journey in this society, but passively we will have to hand over everything and then go to our Heavenly Father. And that is the moment where we are unable to do anything, dear brothers and sisters. That can be the moment of our death, but should not be a moment, a horrible moment. It should be a happy moment of handing everything to our Heavenly Father and then accepting the death as it is, because it's going back to our Heavenly Father. He gave us His life, and we are totally giving ourselves to our Heavenly Father. It should be a moment where we will see face to face, the real figure of our Heavenly Father, dear brothers and sisters. A time where God will take over our total self. At that moment, we will not be able to resist. This can be the hardest meditation, dear brothers and sisters, today, but still we need to realize it. It touches our reality, because death is real in our life journey. So let's be able to accept it as it is, with reflecting on the death of Jesus Christ, and by being silently praying throughout the day today, and rejoicingly hoping to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ tomorrow. May God bless you, and thank you.